Okay, let me just get the game loaded into OBS and then we will get going. Welcome back to another stream. First technical issue will be to get this game to show on the screen, which it currently isn't doing. Let's get that sorted first. There we go. How's that? So I need to stop Spotify and then we can get playing with the game. I'm hoping the audio is okay for the game and my voice. Game sounds pretty loud for me. Let me have a quick look. Music, ambient, speech. Probably turn them all down a little bit. Click to advance dialogue off, colorblind friendly text. Develop commentary. Right, so this is a folklore horror adventure. What the fuck was that? As you can see, it's like a pixely art style. But yeah, we're just going to go straight into it. I don't know how many plays it is. It might be 2 or 3 streams. But yeah, let's just go straight into it. Hope you enjoy. This is me, I believe. I hear a cough. Ah, so it's point and click, so to speak. Okay. I hear someone coughing. Here we go.
Ah, Miss Bateman. Welcome back to Ticehurst House. It's been quite some time.
Thank you.
Terrible weather this evening, is it not? Nurse Blaketon has had enough of me smoking inside. Makes her cough, you see. A bit of rain won't kill me, will it?
I can't do anything.
You mustn't be interested in me nattering on. Give my regards to your father. Nurse Blaketon is preparing his supper. You look pale, Miss Bateman. You'll catch your death out here.
What? Yeah, can I go? There we go. The Excavation of Hobbs Barrow. So I think that's going to be a location, Hobbs Barrow. That's my guess, anyway.
Dearest Mother,
Yes?
I hope
to
this
click.
letter
Okay.
will reach you.
There we go.
I have spent these past years in torment, trying to piece together what remains of fractured memories. What I am about to recount to you will seem beyond comprehension, but I beg for your patience.
Sheep. My country's animal. I think I'm just clicking.
I will endeavour to
okay.
explain the events that led me to Ticehurst House that night.
Oh, so this is like a...
As far as I can recall,
Here's how
this
we got
whole
here.
wretched story started with the receipt of a letter from a Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Okay. Weird.
The letter brought me
Zoom.
to the isolated village of Bewley, deep in the moors.
I've heard, isn't Bewley near Birmingham or Kidderminster? No, Bewdley. I'm thinking of Bewdley. This might not even be a real place, who knows?
No station master in sight. I hope the village isn't too far away. I can't recall our exact meeting place. Mr. Shoulder mentioned it in his letter.
Whoa. Okay, that's a lot of information. Left click to walk/interact. Right click to examine. To access the inventory and menu, move your mouse cursor to the top of the screen. Left click on an inventory item to select it. Right click to examine again. Once an inventory item is selected, you can right click to deselect it. You can double click on an exit to teleport directly to it. The game will occasionally autosave. You can also save anytime via the menu. So escape gets the menu, M for the map, F5 to quick save, quick load, spacebar hold, show interactable hotspots. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so
The tracks
examine.
look quite untarnished. I don't think many trains come through here.
Yeah.
Bewley, I have great expectations for this barrow.
Then you hold space. Okay. Exit and window.
The post looks unattended.
Can we move? We can move. So there's an exit there. Okay, so double click.
I ought
No?
to read Mr. Shoulder's letter
Oh,
again.
yes. Yes, yes,
Can't
yes.
recall the name of our meeting place.
Sorry, I forgot. So, we'd go to the top of the screen. Letters. Right-click exam. Dear Miss Bateman, I write this letter in the hope of piquing your curiosity. I read about your expertise in barrows, and if I understand correctly, you are writing a book on them and the treasures they contain. I live in the village of Bewley, where a most special barrow can be found on the outskirts. It is rectangular in form and is certainly tall enough to stand up in. The place is steeped in local legend, and there is rumour of secrets to be found deep within. So a barrow, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a burial ground, right? That's like under the ground, but like forms a mound, I think. I hope you will not misunderstand me and find this letter intrusive. If you wish to visit Bewley and excavate the barrow, I will be pleased to be your guide. Please send your response to the Plough and Furrow Inn, Bewley. I shall await your letter. Yours respectfully, Mr. Leonard Shoulder. So, we're writing a book on barrows. There's a most special barrow that has local legend and he wants us to come and help. And then another letter. Dear Miss Bateman, marvellous news. I shall meet you at 8 o'clock. So I'm assuming we have written back and said yes. I shall meet you at 8 o'clock in the evening on the 14th of this new month at the Plough and Furrow Inn, Bewley. The inn has fine rooms which you will find adequate for your short stay. When we meet, I shall tell you more of the circumstances surrounding the site, which is referred to locally as Hobbs Barrow. It is not located on my own land, but we will have no issue gaining permission to excavate. I wish you a safe journey. There is now a woman.
I must make my way to the Plough and Furrow Inn.
There is a woman.
I swear she was not standing there a moment ago.
No, she wasn't. So I've clicked her.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Plough and Furrow Inn?
I'm looking for the Plough and Furrow Inn. Do you know where I can find it?
Ah, young lady. Leave the station and follow the dry stone wall for around half a mile. You'll come to Bewley. Go straight ahead and you'll find the market square. The inn is t'other side at square.
Thank you very much.
To the sad square.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Well, it used to be a thriving village. Not so much now. I don't spend much time there these days.
Are you local?
Ah,
Check the
yes, a
audience
local
with
I am. But I don't live in the village.
Where are you travelling to today?
That would be none of your business,
Test.
young lady.
Quite. Apologies. I wish you a pleasant journey.
Yes. Okay, sorry, I didn't really listen to what she said, but I got the gist. Just wanted to check the audio was working okay.
I
Can I
have
not
nothing
ask
else
her-
to ask for the time being.
Okay.
What brings you to Bewley?
A fucking
I
barrow,
beg your
love.
pardon?
What brings you to Bewley, miss?
A massive barrow. I'll tell her the
I'm
truth.
here to visit
I
a
think
local
my character
landmark.
would.
Hobbs Barrow.
Hobbs Barrow? Oh, I can't say I've heard of it. For what reason?
I
I
wish
thought
to
it was local
excavate it.
legend.
Grave robber, are you?
Not at all. I merely have an interest in antiquities.
Weird.
Not much to be found in Bewley, if you ask me. You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
I'll take my chances.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
What are you
That was
warning me
odd.
about? Yeah, that was odd. We thought everyone and their mum would know about it. What can I interact with here? Nothing, just exit to exit. Crow, door, exit. Is that cheating? I guess it might be cheating, but hey ho. Shit.
This
Shit.
is-
I pressed the wrong button. Okay, so there's another exit, and there's a door. Should we go to the door? Let's go to this door.
The old woman told me to go straight ahead to get to the inn. I'll have time to explore tomorrow.
Well, I want to explore now. Fine. So if I'm going in a straight line, I'm going to have to come back to both of those doors and whatever that path is that leads down. So is this town square? This is the town square.
The anvil looks heavy.
It does look heavy.
The
Can I go in
blacksmith
there?
is closed.
No.
This must belong to someone.
Okay. Good lord, she's one-track mind. Just wants to go to the inn. What do we think the inn is? I think he said it's the other side to the
I
square.
don't wish to
Disturb the locals. Okay. Fine. Here it is. Plough and Furrow Inn.
The Plough and Furrow. I have a bit of time before Mr. Shoulder arrives. I should inquire about a room.
Man. Hello, man.
The man looks thoroughly inebriated.
Oh, great. Fantastic. This can only go well. Hello. Oh.
Hello there. What's the young lady doing out alone in this sodden weather?
I'm heading to the Plough and Furrow, which I am, because I'm here. Get out of the way, sir. You're drunk. What are you doing out in this weather? She'd be cordial,
I'm heading
right?
to the Plough and Furrow.
Bloody good pub, that. It has the finest ales in the whole county. Oh, I'll take you there if you like.
We are here.
I believe we are standing directly
You
in
drunk
front of
idiot.
it.
Oh, so we are.
At least he's not being a creep.
Yes.
Give us a kiss now, won't you?
Alright, never mind. Oh. I don't like having a POV of him. Fuck that. Humour him, it usually works with men. Slap him, I have no time for this. Deflect question, perhaps he's married.
Wouldn't your wife disapprove?
My wife? Bloody hell, my wife! My tea will be on the table at this hour.
There we go, he forgot about his missus.
She'll be roaring. Until we meet again.
Cheerio.
What a buffoon.
What a buffoon. Okay, that worked. Let's get a room. Let's get a room. Okay,
I should
what's
speak to
going
the
on here?
innkeeper about a room.
Game saved. Now, when you say that, does that mean I'm not allowed to interact with anything? Because I like interacting with things.
It's a crudely painted scene that appears to be of a biblical nature.
Interesting. I can
The
look at a
last
bell.
orders bell. Saviour of many a life.
What else can I look at? A menu.
Prices are cheap here. A
Plate.
decorative plate. This one depicts a bull. A fine
Man.
exemplar of inebriation.
Right, let's just walk into the room. Let's just get a better idea of what we're dealing with here. The innkeeper's there. There's a man
Rather
here.
miserable looking fellow. He's playing a board game by himself. I think it's
Oh.
Three Men's Morris. Good day, sir.
Can I talk to these people? Fantastic. Can I talk to you? He's playing
Good
a board game on his
afternoon,
own.
Note for you here.
I beg your pardon?
You
I
fucking
said
what,
there's
mate?
note for you here, lass. Be on your way.
He sounds like
Charming.
the man from Benidorm. If you know, you know. But if you don't know, you don't know.
They are
What are these two
engaged
doing?
in an intense discussion.
They are, aren't they? What else we got here? More paintings.
The painting depicts a rocky edge lake. A small bronze plate states the name Lake Cubilius. A pixie-faced peasant boy, painted in a naive style. A majestic animal, cut down in his prime.
Try and talk to these two.
Hello, sir.
We are in the middle of a discussion here.
We did say
Sorry
that.
to interrupt.
Will I get the same result?
Hello, miss.
What do you want?
Oh, okay.
Bugger off.
Okay. These people
This
are not
painting
nice.
shows a Rubenesque figure brushing her hair. Quite unusual to see such a sensual work in a room like this. A colourful work depicting a bashful knight. It is
Oh, I skipped that back, so I'm so sorry. Say
a
that again.
colourful work depicting a bashful knight. It is signed N. Hamley.
Uh-huh. What about that
A
one?
biblical scene of some kind.
Couple
An
of
angel
biblical
is depicted looking
scenes.
longingly to the heavens.
Can I...
I do not need.
No, not the toilet. Right, we'll talk to the barman then. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Are you going to be a
lass.
twat as well?
How
No,
can I
okay.
help you?
I'd like a room, please.
I am in need of a room for the night.
Aye, we aren't short of those. One night, is it?
I shall need at least 2 nights, maybe more.
Aye, 'tis not a problem. 3 shilling per night. That includes your dinner and tea.
Is that a
A fair
bargain?
price.
I'll need that payment up front for the 2 nights.
Okay. Where's
day,
our room
sir.
then? Are you going to talk to me? You prick. What's through here then? These where the rooms are?
Excuse me, lass. Upstairs is for paying lodgers only.
My apologies.
Have I not paid you?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, lad. How can I help?
A
How
room?
much is the...
3 shilling per night.
Oh, okay, well, maybe
Do
I'm
you
just
know a
assuming.
man named Leonard Shoulder?
Aye, I know the man.
I'm to meet him here tonight.
Can I get you something to drink while you wait?
Not yet, thank you.
I've already tried getting a room
How
and it
much
doesn't
is the-
work.
3 shilling per night.
Bye for now.
As you were.
Right, so what do you want from me to do? Right, meet Mr. Shoulder to discuss Hobbs Barrow. Rent a room. Can I give him some money?
This is payment for the room.
There we go. Right, it's that sort of game. My bad,
Thank
my
you.
bad.
Can I ask for your name, lass?
Thomasina Bateman.
And will Mr. Bateman be staying with us tonight?
Why do you assume
No,
I have a man?
I am not wed. My assistant is arriving in Bewley tomorrow.
Your assistant, you say?
Fancy.
Will you be needing another room?
Please.
I'll keep a room spare. It's not quite as nice as yours, I'm afraid.
It's
Not a
not
problem,
quite as
sir.
important
I'm sure
as me,
it will
so
be adequate.
makes sense.
Kenneth is a man of inexpensive taste.
Kenneth.
Here's your key.
Fucking
Just
Kenneth.
go through the door to the right of the bar, then up the stairs. Room number 2.
Thank you.
Can I help you with your luggage?
No, thank you, sir. I can manage.
Okay.
I should go upstairs and freshen up before Mr. Shoulder arrives.
Yeah. Sounds good. Number 2, right? Okay, never mind.
This shall do nicely. Time to change into something more comfortable.
Okay. I thought she was fucking topless then. Fucking hell. Okay,
Much better.
much better. Game saves. Right, what are we saying here? We got lots of stuff
The
here.
wardrobe looks old, perhaps 100 years or more in age.
Can I
I've
interact
hung
with
my
it?
dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty.
Thank you for the update.
A decorative plate depicting a goat. A painting of surprising quality. It portrays a rocky outcrop overlooking a vast moor. Perhaps a local landmark.
Okay.
A sturdy-looking thing, useful to
there?
many a weary traveller. I've stored my case in there.
Okay.
A box within a box.
Gotcha. Matchbox? Can I grab that?
Ah, complimentary matches. Useful.
Watch them fucking come in
There's only
handy.
one match left, though.
Then you save it until the end of the game.
As the only light source in the room, I ought to leave this here.
Fair. That is going to come in handy.
No doubt the mattress is stuffed with itchy straw.
Trust me.
I do feel tired after the trip,
Me too,
but my
actually. He's
meeting
probably
with
back in
Mr.
the
Shoulder
bar,
must
right?
take priority.
So what can I interact with over here? A jug of water.
A jug of water for drinking or washing.
Let's go over to it.
This may come in handy.
I'm going to have a jug of water in my inventory.
I don't wish to carry the bowl around with me.
Oh no, that would be stupid. I'll just take the fucking jug of water. Alright. If you say so. If you say so. Okay. Where's my guy? Is he here yet?
Miss Bateman, you've transformed.
I
Well,
feel far more
you.
comfortable in my outdoor clothing.
You look like one of those explorers you see in the newspaper.
I guess you could call me
Thank
an
you.
explorer of sorts.
I'm Stanley. Stanley Kemp.
A pleasure to meet you, Stanley.
And tell me, I trust your room is adequate.
Most adequate.
Excellent.
and where's Leonard Shoulder?
Has Mr. Shoulder arrived yet?
Still haven't seen head nor tail of him, Miss Bateman.
Okay,
What can you tell me about Mr. Shoulder?
Aye, he's a quiet fellow. He only comes here to check his post.
Yes, I've been corresponding with him using this address.
Have you now? You found yourself an admirer.
Not quite.
What business do you have with old Leonard, then?
Oh, it's doing this a couple of times, isn't it? Lie or tell the truth. I don't believe that woman didn't know what I was talking about. But I think my character would tell the truth.
Well, if you must know, I am what some people call a barrow digger.
A what?
A barrow digger.
What in God's name is that?
Are you familiar with tumuli?
Afraid not.
Barrow is another word for tumulus, or tumuli in the plural. A profoundly interesting subject.
You've lost me.
I excavate ancient
There we are, barrow
burial
sites
sites
on yours, right?
looking for relics. A barrow is traditionally a circular mound of raised earth enclosing a burial chamber.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
aye.
specific.
You're a grave robber.
I am no such thing.
Don't worry, lass. I've met all sorts in here over the years. I won't tell anyone.
I assure you, my goal is more noble than petty grave robbery.
What sort of relics do you find then? Gold? Silver? Bones?
Well, rarely gold or silver, but treasures certainly. Ancient pottery is the most common find. I've been excavating barrows all over the country. I'm documenting my findings in preparation for my book. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England.
That's a long time.
Oh, aye. Very interesting. But what does old Leonard have to do with this?
He sent me a letter in which he told me about an unusual barrow in Bewley, a site called Hobbs Barrow. I'm meeting him here this evening to find out more.
I've lived here nigh on my whole life.
I don't believe
and
him.
I've heard nought about a Hobbs Barrow.
Don't believe him. You're a fucking liar, that's what you are.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Aye, it's a quiet place. People keep to themselves, work hard.
I look forward to exploring the village tomorrow.
There's not a lot to see, lass. But St Edmund's Church is a fine building, worth a visit.
Okay. What about you? So you've not heard of
Are
Hobbs
you
Barrow?
sure you've never heard of Hobbs Barrow?
Not in my life, lass, but I'll tell you something. The moors stretch further than the eyes can see once you leave this village. There's no doubt many a discovery to be made.
Mr. Shoulder said the barrow is well known locally, a place of legend.
Yeah, that's what's
I'm
confusing
afraid
me.
you're going to have to speak to him about it.
That's going to be my first question.
Why are you interested in digging around in the dirt, lass? Haven't you better things to do with your time?
I enjoy
Rude.
nothing more than the thrill of discovery, uncovering the past and piecing together our history. I inherited this passion from my father.
Oh, a barrow digger too, eh?
Indeed. He would take me with him on excavations as a child.
Does he still come with you now, on your own adventures?
I'm afraid my father's been bedbound by illness for many years.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, lass.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp. He is well looked after at a private hospital.
Okay, now
Tell
yourself.
me about yourself, Mr. Kemp.
Well, I've been the proprietor of this inn for the last 16 years. I worked as a drover all over the country in my younger days. Saved up my coin and bought this place.
It's a fine inn.
Thank you. I often run short of ale, but my rooms are rarely full. We don't get many outsiders wanting to stay overnight here in Bewley.
Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Interesting. So, I don't think I'm going to go anywhere else, am I, other than outside?
I should wait here for...
Oh, okay. Right,
Good
well,
day,
let's
sir.
try and talk to everyone again. Imagine he is Mr. Shoulder.
Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
You ought to be careful asking too many questions round here. Be on your way.
Oh, I don't mean to...
Right, that actually...
Listen to me, will you? Be on your way.
I swear to God, that sounds like... And when you watch this, look this person up and see if you can find a clip of his voice. Benidorm. Fuck, what's his name? Benidorm series. That sounds like the absolute spit image. If you look up... Where is he? Where is he? He's going to be here. He's one of the main characters in the later series. Where are you? Bobby Nutt. But Nutt is K-N-U-T-T. If you search up Bobby Nutt Benidorm, I think he is the voice actor for that person. But I might be wrong. But that sounds a spit image. Right, the woman talked to me more than
Hello,
the man.
miss.
Oh, he's there.
Bugger off.
Hello, old man. What are you doing with your hand? Didn't like that.
Hello, sir.
Aye,
I'll talk
Do
to
you
anyway.
know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
you're not local. You've come on that bloody train, haven't you? Bewley's going to dogs.
Why is everyone so goddamn rude?
My name is Thomasina Bateman, and you are...
None of your business, lass. Where's your husband?
None of your business, sir.
I don't need a husband.
You're brave coming in here, all on your own.
I'm a grown woman.
I'm Cyril.
There we go.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cyril.
You rude old twat. Right, let's not jump
I take
straight
it
to
you are not
Leonard.
enamoured with the railway station.
Bewley's gonna be swarming with outsiders, like you. We don't want you coming here. It's as simple as that, lass.
Why not?
On me.
This is our town, our land.
I assure you, I am not here to cause trouble.
We'll see about that, won't we?
Bewley.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We're a proud community. I've lived here my whole life. Not much here to interest folks like you.
Folks like me.
Aye,
Do you know
He's a
Mr.
very
Shoulder?
fancy man.
that'd be none of your business, lass.
Ah, tell me.
I don't come to your city poking around asking questions, do I? Man just wants to enjoy his ale in peace.
You haven't got any
Bye
ale.
for now.
Ta-ra, lass.
I don't see any ale.
Mr. Shoulder should really be here by now.
Yeah, where the fuck
Sit
is
down
this guy?
and wait.
Oh, okay. Okay, first impression's good. The mechanics are nice and simple. I like it. It's more about the
How on
story,
earth
so I
is
can
he?
sit and listen to it.
What a
And it's more
waste
a
of
chilled
time
out
this is
one,
turning
so I
out to
like it.
be.
This is a waste of time. I've travelled all this way for him. There he is.
Evening there, miss.
Not you again.
Oh, it's the pisser.
I just wanted to apologise for earlier. I got home, had my tea, but it gave me an aching belly.
How so?
I felt bad for how I spoke to you.
And you tried
I'm
to kiss
sorry.
me.
The drink gets a hold of me sometimes.
Let's start again, shall we?
My name is Arthur
I thought he
Tillett.
was going to say he.
Thomasina Bateman.
Okay.
What brings you to Bewley, anyway?
I'm here to meet someone, but he has not arrived.
His loss, if you ask me.
Steady.
Perhaps you know the gentleman, Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, I know Mr. Shoulder all right. If I may be so bold as to say, he's a bit long in the tooth for you.
The relationship is not what you're implying. I've never met him. In fact, I know very little about him at all.
Get me an ale and I'll tell you all about the old sod.
One ale coming right up. Brackets, he might have some useful information. I really don't think you need another. The man is a liability. Must I really buy you a drink for this information? The cheek of some people. I think we would buy him an ale. Just please don't try and kiss me
One
again.
ale, coming right up.
Thank you very much, Miss Bateman. Then I'll tell you all about old Leonard Shoulder.
This game also strikes me as the type where the voice acting is going to be, like, the best part of this game. Hello.
How can I help you?
A tankard of your finest ale, Mr. Kemp.
There we are. 2 pence, please.
Thank you. This was the last of my money, but Kenneth will be here tomorrow with more funds.
Last of my money. Interesting. So now, am I going to miss out on buying something because I chose to buy him a drink? So now in my inventory, there's no money. Ooh,
Please, Miss
interesting.
Bateman, an ale to wet me whistle. Then I'll tell you all about old Leonard.
Oh, I need to. Ale. No. Ale. There
Here
go.
you are, Arthur.
Thanking you. Oh, that hits the spot.
Oh, you
that
can't
does,
see the
lass.
dialogue, can you?
Now then.
Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Ah, not that. I can't hear anything that's going on right now, if stuff is going on. Bear with me. Hang on, why are those things together? That should not be together. That should be... Right, I'm going to have to move them individually. Should I just move them to the very top? Like that. And then like that. So yeah, sorry, you couldn't see much of the dialogue then, could you?
Old Len. Leonard Shoulder.
He's asleep.
Arthur? Mr. Tillett?
Wait, have I just bought him a drink and then he's just fallen
For
asleep?
heaven's sake, the man is in a drunken stupor.
That was pretty stupid from me. To be fair, that was pretty stupid from me. You also can't see the drop down when I do this drop down behind the camera. I need to do something here, don't I? I mean, it's just a to-do list. And then you can't see that. I've been invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard. So, wait for Mr. Shaw to arrive. Revive Mr. Tillett. I do have a water jug. Wake up, man!
Oh, what the hell were that for?
I ain't wasting my money on you.
Passed
You
out,
just
Mr.
fucking fall
Tillett.
asleep.
Oh, sorry, lass. Where were I? Leonard's shoulder.
Yes.
Hold on another minute. I'm making for a piss.
Are you joking?
This man is unbelievable.
I want my money back.
It feels like an hour has passed. Perhaps I should go in there and check on him.
Perhaps I should. Fine.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
my apologies. The ladies are closed due to faulty plumbing. You'll have to use the gents.
Lovely.
Okay. Fantastic.
Mr. Tillett?
What's this? What's this situation going on here? What are these things?
The mirror is coated in a thick layer of grime. The water is brown.
Oh, basically
These
ghastly.
look modern. I'm surprised.
Door, window.
I can see it's still raining out there.
I guess.
Is Mr. Tillett in there? It sounds like someone is in there.
Let's go for it.
Mr. Tillett? Mr. Tillett, are you in there?
No.
Mr. Tillett, are you in there?
Oh! Kitty! So where's he gone then?
Well, you're not Mr. Tillett.
He's gone out the window.
The mangy thing is fast asleep.
Hello.
I'd rather not
Oh.
touch it. The thing stinks to high heaven.
He's
I
gone out
can't
the window,
reach the
isn't he?
window from down here.
Go out the door then. He's gone somewhere.
The door opens a crack, but appears to be blocked from the other side.
Oh,
I think I can hear someone moving around.
I heard like a squelching.
Mr. Tillett? Arthur, are you out there? Judging from the draft coming from below, this door must lead outside. I should investigate further.
So out the entrance. And
jug?
round the back. I don't understand what those fire things are. Right, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So, out this way?
Excuse me, sir.
Who was that?
Sir?
Should I be doing this?
The old man has disappeared into the darkness. I'd best turn back to the inn.
That's weird. That's weird. That's the door, is it not? That is the door.
I don't wish to go knocking door to door.
Oh. No, it's not. That's not the door. I thought that was the door for the back of the inn, but it's not. It's Dan's alley. Glove barrels. Right, let's have a look at some things
The
here.
post has been embellished with a fine bronze bust of a horse. Sturdy looking barrels, no doubt used to store ale. A warm glow permeates from within, making me feel somewhat cold and damp.
Okay, wood.
A beam of wood is propped up against the door,
Barring it closed from the outside.
A single glove is lying in the mud.
I'll take that.
A pearly
It's a
white
clue.
gent's glove. It's certainly unlike anything Mr. Tillett was wearing.
True. Very true.
Seems rather out of place here. Peculiar.
Can I move the wood?
Someone has wedged the door shut. Mr. Tillett. Why would he have done that?
Okay. Back in we go. I don't like this
Mr.
fire.
Tillett leave, then block the door behind him. Something strange is going on here.
Either that or he got taken when he went to the toilet. Yeah, I can't do that. So you can double click on the exit, that's handy. Ah, everyone's left. Oh, apart from the pisshead. It's going to be him, isn't it? He's the pisshead.
Last orders.
Although he would have said, right? The bartender would have said.
I should get some sleep. Finding the missing men of Bewley shall have to wait for tomorrow.
One more try with this drunk guy.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, he's not having it.
Kenneth will be arriving tomorrow at midday. I should get some sleep.
Oh, go to bed, I'm tired. Not yet. Perhaps a little more time in front of the fire. What does that mean? Is that just in case I
lovely
wanted
place to warm oneself.
Is that just in case I wanted to check anything else?
I don't want to...
Yeah? What's my to-do list now? Yeah, just go to bed. Fine.
Kenneth will be... Yes, I must get some sleep. I shall track down Mr. Shoulder tomorrow.
Miss Bateman,
Hello.
Yes?
off to bed.
Yes. I'm afraid Mr. Shoulder's let me down.
The rotter. Perhaps he will make himself known tomorrow.
I should hope so. This is turning into a waste of my time.
Ah, don't mind the locals, miss. It's just that we don't get a lot of visitors in Bewley.
Quite.
They mean well, believe me.
Sure, Mr. Kemp.
Please
they don't.
call me Stanley.
They do not.
Good night, Stanley.
Sleep well, Miss Bateman.
They've either been rude or they've fucking run off and locked the door behind them. So, something weird's going on. Oh. Oh, it's the cat. Hello. Oh, that's so cute. Hey, buddy. He's on a mission. Just wants my warmth. Oh my god, Lord. That is quite scary. Oh, imagine waking up and seeing Leia's face like that. First day, Adventus. Oh, that's funny.
Such
sound like
horrid
cat now.
dreams.
Right, we will find this guy. If it's the last thing I do.
Bolted from the inside, just as I left it last night.
Oh, so it was a dream about the cat? That's
As I
weird.
suspected. I must have dreamt of that wretched-looking cat. I must say I'm relieved. Right then. Let's see if I can track down the elusive Leonard Shoulder. I'm rather anxious to get to this barrow.
Mm-hmm.
I also wonder what happened to Mr. Tillett.
I also wonder what happened to Mr. Tillett. Oh, I can look at the drawers now.
Jammed shut.
Oh,
The wood must have warped over the years.
bollocks. Anything else extra? I don't think so.
I've stored my
yeah.
box.
Okay, now let's go then.
Good morning, Miss Bateman.
Good morning.
Good day, Stanley.
Okay. So we have a chat with Stan.
Did you sleep well, Miss Bateman?
Sure.
Yes, thank you, Stanley.
Splendid. I'm happy to report the rain of yesterday has lifted. It's a clear morning outside. I've prepared a room for your assistant.
We love talking
what
about the weather.
time will he be
That is true.
arriving?
His train will get in around midday. Kenneth will also be bringing my excavation equipment.
Oh, aye? What does that entail?
Picks, shovels, buckets, lighting and such. He usually packs it in a large crate. Come to think of it, I'll need somewhere to store it.
You're welcome to use the alley behind the inn for any such bulky items.
Okay. Is it safe to do such a thing? My equipment's valuable. That sounds capital, thank you. Yeah, is it safe to do such a thing?
Is it safe to do such a thing?
I can
I think that's
assure you
reasonable.
the local folk are not thieves, Miss Bateman.
That's not what I...
Now, say nothing more of it.
Thank you, Stanley.
I'll let you get on with your
I
day.
think it's a safe
I'll
thing
be back
to
with
ask.
my assistant when he arrives.
If he arrives.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
I've something I wish to get off my chest, as it were.
Interesting.
I've been tossing and turning all night, Miss Bateman. I feel rotten, I really do.
What on earth are you talking about?
As you know, I like to run an honest establishment. And well, I have not been honest with you, lass. I do know of Hobbs Barrow.
I knew it.
You do?
I do. Many here do. There are stories tied to that place, you know. If I've learned anything in this life, it's that some stones are best left unturned. Old Leonard Shoulder is someone to be wary of too. I can't tell you what to do, lass, but you'd best avoid him.
Well, he's the one who called me here, no?
Why lie to me about Hobbs Barrow?
I know, lass, I know. I feel dreadful.
But why? What are these stories you speak of?
I really can't tell you more. If you insist on
Oh,
visiting
get in,
the
Rexma
place,
2-1
you'll
up.
have to seek out Mr. Shoulder.
Okay.
He brought you here.
Sorry, I've got the
He
Rexma
should be
game
the
on
one
as
to tell you.
well. If they win, they get promoted.
I must say, Mr. Kemp,
What
this
a
is all
goal.
quite puzzling. I've never let local superstitions stop me in the past. I pride myself on being a woman of logic and reason. I've no time to waste on such matters.
As I say, seek out Mr. Shoulder. He can tell you more.
Okay, Mr.
Why
Shoulder.
must I be wary of Mr. Shoulder?
The man has a certain reputation.
For what?
You've seen it already. Were he here to meet you last night?
He wasn't.
No.
Precisely. A man not to be trusted.
Okay, where is Hobbs Barrow?
Where is Hobbs Barrow?
I don't know. I say that on my mother's grave, Miss Bateman.
I now find that hard to believe.
The moors are vast, lass. I'd tend not to go wandering out there. A grown man could lose himself and not be seen again.
Yeah, I'm just instantly suspicious of anything he says.
Where does
now.
Mr. Shoulder
I
live?
need to find this Mr. Shoulder,
I
for better or worse.
can't say for sure. As I think I told you last night, he's a quiet man and keeps to himself. He only comes in here to collect his post. Leads me to believe he lives a fair distance away. Certainly not in the village itself.
But then
Might
why
someone
does he get his
around
mail
Bewley be
here?
able to help me find him?
You could ask around. As I say, lass, Bewley folk mean well. Don't forget that.
I shall return later.
Good day to you, lass. Oh, if you see Herbert around here, be sure not to feed him.
The cat, right?
Herbert?
A local stray cat. He comes in now and then searching for scraps. I'm sick of cleaning his vomit off the floor.
Quite. I'll be sure not to feed him.
Thank you.
Okay. Well then. Lots of information to take in.
It seems I may be fighting a battle against some sort of local superstition. Is there a single barrow in England that doesn't have some ghastly tale attached to it? Hogwash. All of it. I've a few hours until Kenneth arrives. I should use this time to find Mr. Shoulder.
Map unlocked. What? Wait, is that like a fast travel thing? It is a fast travel thing. Right, shit, there's a guy there, but I don't want to do that yet. Interesting. Well, I want to talk to this chap first. I should have said look
Hello?
at him first.
My name is Thomasina, and you are...
Now then, that's none of your concern, love.
Oh, it's just a name.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Not
Sick
much
of how
around
rude
here,
these
love.
people are.
Not worth mentioning to you, like.
I see.
Doing well, doing well, doing well.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
I don't know out about no Leonard Shoulder.
Doing well, doing very well.
What can you tell me about Hobbs Barrow?
Not to be found digging around in those things.
You know of local barrows, then?
Don't concern yourself.
Doing well.
What do you do
Still doing
around
really
here?
Hey up, you're not scared of sticking your neb in. I look after the churchyard. Dig the graves. Ha!
Interesting.
What can you tell me about the church?
Aye, it's a church.
Quite. Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
That was a fantastic conversation. There's a bird.
These flowers look pretty. Someone must take good care of them.
Can I look at anything else? Window box.
The window box is well out of reach.
Okay. Should we go back down here? There's nothing new, is there? Don't think there is, no. Okay, and then what if we go this way to this door? Anyone home?
Nobody home.
Nobody home. What about if I go over here?
The road disappears over the horizon.
So this is the end
I see
of the
nothing
map.
but moorland.
So we go. Oh my god! I didn't realise I was a tiny little pixely speck at the bottom left of the screen. Okay, so back up to the town. Let's go. Hello.
Hello.
Yes?
Just
My name
introduce
is
yourself. Always be polite.
Thomasina. What's yours?
Douglas?
It's a pleasure
All
to
right,
meet you,
Douglas,
Douglas.
mate.
That's a great sword technique you have.
Thanks, miss. Mr. Crozier's gonna make me a real one when I turn 12. I'm preparing myself to fight the lantern worm.
The lambton
What is
worm.
the lambton worm?
It's gonna come back and get us all. John
back.
Lambton thought he killed it at the River Ware, but my father told me it still lives. We must all be prepared.
The lambton worm isn't real, Douglas. Father just told you that to get you out of his hair.
Not true. I saw it slithering out by the beck. Like a giant eel it were. I ran home so fast I thought I would fly.
Sorry, miss. My brother has a vivid imagination.
Children often do at his age.
I'll keep training. You will all thank me when I thrust my sword deep into its fat belly.
Douglas.
Whoa.
This lady doesn't want to hear your nonsense.
Okay, what
Do
about
you
Bewley?
like living in Bewley?
Yeah, I do. Are you from the city?
I'm from a long way away.
You must have come on the train. I love watching all the steam puff up into the sky.
Have you been on the train yourself?
No, miss. Our parents don't have the money for train tickets. Father says we have all we need here in Bewley.
Perhaps this nice lady would like to take you away with her on the train.
No, I need to stay and protect Bewley from the lantern worm.
Mr.
Who's
Crozier?
Mr. Crozier?
He's a blacksmith. His forge is just over there on the other
yeah,
side of the
I know it.
square.
Don't you think 12 years of age is a little young for a real sword?
I'll be a master swordsman by then.
Leonard
Do you
Shoulder?
know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
That's a funny name.
Hobbs Barrow?
Have you heard of Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
A local
Is
burial
she going to
mound.
pipe up now?
Our parents don't let us wander far from the village.
What's a burial mound?
Don't you mind about that, Douglas?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Goodbye.
Goodbye, miss.
Fine. Okay. Let's go over to the blacksmith. I haven't done these buildings yet, but I know the blacksmith's just around here.
The
There he is.
blacksmith is toiling away. Good day.
Mr. Tozier?
Yes.
Mr. Crozier, I presume.
Crozier, that's what I said.
Aye. George Crozier, at your service.
My name is Thomasina.
Aye. Can I help you?
Yeah, your
How is
business
business
first.
faring?
I do an honest trade. There'll always be horses needing shoes and farmers needing tools.
Children
You let me
needing
know if you
swords.
need out made or mended. I'll do you a fair price.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier. Are you a Bewley native, Mr. Crozier?
Aye. Born and bred.
See, he's
That's
polite.
where my
Why can't
father's
they all be this
forged
polite?
before mine.
Okay. Bewley?
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We don't get many visitors here, outside of market days. But there's plenty of work for the village blacksmith. Where are you from, then?
I arrived yesterday on the train from London, by way of Derby.
Oh, aye. I've heard about London.
What have you heard?
Plenty of factories there.
Yes, indeed. The city is always changing and moving forward.
Too busy for me, though, lass. I prefer a quieter pace. Aye.
That's fair.
Do
Leonard
you know a
Shoulder,
man by the name
please.
of Leonard Shoulder?
Someone must
Oh,
know him.
aye.
There we go.
Old Leonard.
Old Len.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not recently.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions, lass?
I need to speak with
So I
him.
need to speak
He
to him,
invited
yeah.
me to Bewley.
Oh, he'll turn up. I've seen him in the plough and furrow from time to time.
Yeah.
But do you know where he lives? I need to find him.
I believe he lives somewhere out on the moors. Can't tell you out more than
I
that.
can't go out into the
Thank you,
moors.
Mr. Crozier.
Market
When
days.
do market days run in Bewley?
Once or twice a month. The next one is tomorrow.
How delightful.
Unless your vice is cabbages, there'll be naught to interest a young lady.
I don't mind a cabbage.
Then you're in luck.
Oh, that's funny. I just yawned and they
Do
made
you
a
know
yawn
of a
noise.
local landmark named Hobbs Barrow?
There's a fair many barrows found out on the moors, lass. Too many to put a name to. Not a soul in Bewley pays them any mind.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Okay, nice one. Cheers, mate. Church is over there. Where the guy is a... we're going to do the houses in the town first. He digs the graves and stuff, doesn't he?
I don't think anyone is home.
Oh, there's got to be
The sign
someone
is in a shabby state,
opening
but the
this one.
shop appears to be a cobbler's.
Cobblers, come on. Man,
No one here.
you're joking me.
The building is in a dilapidated state.
Yeah,
The
so
door.
not that one. What about this one here?
This house looks pleasant. A warehouse.
What's this plaque say?
Royal Mail, Postmaster's Residence. This must be the local post office. A storeroom of some kind. It's rather empty.
Can I go in if it's post office?
I don't think anyone is home.
My God! No one's home. Fuck me. No one home. Right, what's this?
A small plaque beside the door reads Vicarage.
Vicarage. Fun fact, my house used to be a vicarage that we moved into.
I don't think anyone is home.
Okay. We will try the church. I don't want it to... Yeah, explore Bewley. So maybe if we do jump over to the train station? Because there's a guy sitting in the office.
Well, that's one mystery solved. It's
Arthur
Arthur Tillett.
Tillett.
What's he doing in there?
The guy who ran away from us, who went to the toilet.
Mr. Tillett, where did you go last night?
Have we met?
Last night at the Plough and Furrow.
Tillett.
Oh, Miss Bateman. I were blind drunk last night and woke up with a stinking headache.
Is he taking the
You
piss?
still smell like a brewery.
Sorry.
You went to use the lavatory and never came back, Mr. Tillett.
And you wedged the
Searched
door shut.
everywhere for you.
I think I remember you bought me a drink.
I shouldn't have,
And
yes.
It's all a blur.
Oh, that was my mistake.
Woke up in my bed this morning with my wife sour at me for waking her at some ungodly hour.
About last night.
What were you going to tell me about Leonard Shoulder?
What were you going to tell me about Leonard Shoulder?
Who?
Leonard Shoulder. You told me you knew him. And promised to tell me more if I bought you a drink. Which I did. So what were you going to tell me?
I don't really know the old bugger.
But you said you did.
Oh, aye. No, I know naught about him. No, naught about Leonard Shoulder.
You say so. Maybe he's telling the truth. I don't believe you.
You're hiding something, Mr. Tillett.
Yeah,
I don't
fuck
believe
it.
you.
I say a lot of things when I've got the drink in me. I probably just wanted you to buy me an ale.
A likely story.
Look, what would I gain from lying to you?
Well,
I
not
just
telling an
wanted
outsider
another
information.
drink.
Even if that's the case, it doesn't explain your disappearance.
Aye, I don't remember out.
You edged the fucking door.
How's your headache faring?
It feels like a steam engine is driving full pelt in a circle around me skull.
Be sure to drink plenty of water, Mr. Tillett.
Aye, I'll survive.
So, you work here?
Aye, Bewley Station Master at your service. Would you like to buy a ticket?
Not just yet,
No.
thank you. I understand that some of the locals are not too happy about this new station.
Aye, I'd go as far as saying the whole village.
How long has the station been open for?
About 3 months.
Oh,
We're on the Midland
this is
Railway
really
line.
new.
This employment's been a saviour for me. If I weren't stood here, I'd be drinking my life away at the pub right now. It's worth the occasional withering look from Cyril and the rest of them.
What does a station master do?
A bit of this and a bit of that. I don't wish to bore you with such things.
As you wish.
My responsibilities here keep me on the straight and narrow, I'll tell you that much. A sense of duty can do wonders for a lost soul.
Indeed. This must be a rather lonesome post to occupy.
Trains pass through here more regularly than you might think, lass.
I've already done that. Oh, there you go.
You really don't remember?
As I say, it's all a blur. I remember needing a piss. Then nothing.
And
You
nothing.
must have missed me when I came out.
I did not. I even went to the gents' toilets to find you.
Oh, aye. A sight for sore eyes.
It was. I checked everywhere, and you were nowhere to be found. The back door leading to the alleyway was blocked from the outside.
Oh, aye.
Yes. You
Yes,
must have exited through that door, Mr. Tillett.
But you just said it were blocked.
There must be an explanation.
My mind has drawn a blank.
Yeah, we're not getting
Why
anywhere here,
was
are we?
the door blocked? Did you block it?
I told you I don't remember. I've naught to say 'cause I remember naught.
We're not getting anywhere. Leonard Shoulder. Well, he doesn't know
I'm assuming
Leonard
you
Shoulder.
don't know where Mr. Shoulder lives then.
Sorry, Miss Bateman. I don't know naught about Leonard's shoulder.
Farewell for now.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra. Ta-ra. Let's jump back to the village square. So we're not getting anywhere with him. I want to go to the church. That's probably one of the only places I haven't been to yet. Come on, church. Okay, what can we look at here? Memorial plaques.
In memory of William Ager.
Well, there's loads of them,
In
right?
memory of Romeo Hegg, dearly missed by his beloved Juliet.
Right, so each one is individually clickable. I reckon there's going to be a name that we should
In
know.
memory
or
of
will
Henry
know.
Crozier.
Crozier?
In memory...
Millicent Smith?
In memory...
Peter Black?
In memory...
William Ager,
in
or
memory-
did that? George Paxton?
mem-
Mabel
in mem-
Hurst? No, okay. There's a trowel.
The trusty trowel, the barrow digger's best friend.
Okay. Old woman.
The woman has a kind face.
That means nothing.
A fine assortment of baked
They're very
goods.
rude.
A lovely treat for those who enjoy such things.
Okay, we'll go talk to her.
Hello.
I got high
Good
hopes.
day. Would you like to buy one of these cakes, pet?
I have no money. I have no money. I have no money.
What kind of cakes do you have?
I have some lovely Bakewell puddings.
Ooh.
The sweetest marriage of almond and jam. I can
Tempting.
tell you're not from around here, because if you were, you would know about my Bakewell puddings. They are quite famous.
Alas, I'm not carrying any money with me.
That's unfortunate, pet.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
So I bought that prick
I
a
can't
drink.
give them away for free. The money goes to the church, you see, and one cannot shirk one's duty to the church.
That's fair.
I understand.
That is fair. Okay.
My
let's-
name is
let's get into it.
Thomasina. What's yours?
Mrs. de Plancy.
A pleasure to meet you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Likewise, pet.
That's very fancy.
Tell me about yourself, Mrs. de Plancy.
About me? What would you possibly want to know about me? I've been attending St. Edmund's Church
Straight
my
into it.
whole life.
I always want to help where I can, so I sell my baked goods and all the proceeds go to its upkeep. This place means so much to me.
Your cakes look delicious.
I can assure you they are. You'll not find better in the entire county.
Okay.
What can you tell me about St. Edmund's Church?
Isn't it the finest building? It's been standing here since the 12th century. The box pews in the nave are very fine and date back to the 17th century. The door is open if you'd like to worship.
Thank you,
we'll go
Mrs.
in.
Duplancy.
Oh, Wrexham 3 went up. They got promoted. Mullen is an actual god. Oh, they've done it. Sorry. Leonard Shoulder.
Do you know a local
Anyone
man
knows,
called
you will
Leonard
know.
Shoulder?
Yes, I know Leonard. What business do you have with him?
It's
Come
a
on,
long
Wrexham.
story, but I'm trying to find where he lives.
I'm afraid I don't know, dear. Father Roach has access to the parish register. He might be able to help you.
What can you tell me about Father
What can you
Roach?
tell me about Father Roach?
He is a lovely man and an exemplary servant of the Lord. He's been the vicar of St. Edmund's for many years.
Where can I find Father
He's
Roach?
in the church, right?
At this time of day, he'll be taking
Oh,
his
never mind.
exercise in
Okay.
Herne Wood,
North, south,
to
east,
the
west.
west of the
Okay.
village.
Thank you. I'll go find him.
Be sure to listen out for his merry whistling. Such a jolly man.
Listen out for his whistling. Okay. Let's go back. Hobbs Barrow now.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Hobbs what?
Hobbs Barrow, a local burial mound.
The only place of burial I know about and care for is in this very churchyard.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Well, you've been very helpful.
Lord be with you.
So, shall we enter the church? I think it'd be rude not to, right? Is there anything over here? There is. If I keep going this way, is this going to go to an exit? It is going to go to an exit, so that might be where the father is. So let's...
It's locked.
Okay, but you did say that this is unlocked. Okay.
Is
lots
that a
of
necklace?
It is a necklace. Can I nick it?
Someone has left a necklace hanging here. A silver cross. Sterling by the look of it. Maybe I can reunite it with its owner.
I mean, that's probably what every thief says. You can't just take it.
Locked.
Fucking hell.
Locked as well. I think they all might be. This must be where the local vicar sacrifices the newborns.
Whoa.
No time for such thing.
That was dark.
Stained glass depictions of various biblical
Sacrifices
scenes.
the
It's not my
newborns.
specialist area. I can admire the craftsmanship from afar.
Okay, so you don't want anything to do with it, basically.
Extraordinary craftsmanship.
That
A
was
memorial list of former vicars.
And then
They
there's the
stretch
plant.
back several hundred years. Those have seen better days.
Okay, and leave. So let's go to the west then. That's where the father's going to be. Listen out for the whistling. Well, that sounds like whistling, doesn't it? Here you are, you whistling bastard. You alright? You alright? You alright? Oh. 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 Is he dancing? Oh.
Very sorry. Oh, the shame.
The
This malaise will not pass. Oh, the nausea. I need your help, young lady.
Tell me what you
She needs a
need.
cake?
Let the blood from my arm.
Excuse me.
What?
Cut me. I beg you.
I don't think it's sharp enough. No, that won't achieve. I can't see how that will.
I don't... Do you
The
want a
key bears no edges sharp.
Matchbox, glove, necklace, handkerchief, letters. Spectacles, vomit.
The vicar looks dreadfully ill.
So do I just have to leave him here now?
I don't wish to look too... The vicar's spectacles...
Can I go grab them?
Ouch! The broken lens is extremely sharp.
Sharp, you say? Take them.
Ouch! The broken...
Oh, glove. Glove?
Perhaps I shouldn't risk soiling this glove until I find its owner.
Are you taking the piss? Handkerchief.
This
There.
handkerchief was a gift from my mother. I
Yeah,
hope
come
she'll
on.
understand. This should work.
This should work. Right, and then you give the broken glass to the vicar. You don't cut him, you can let
Are
him
you
do
sure
it.
you want me to do this?
Yes, it will cure me of my ills.
How is cutting
I shall
gonna
do as you
that?
ask, Father.
Oh. I don't see how that's helped.
Thank the Lord for my spare pair. God bless you. I already feel quite better.
I'm glad, Father.
The rapid healing properties of bloodletting cannot be overstated. I'm Frederick Roach,
I've never heard
vicar of St. Edmund's Church.
My name is Thomasina Bateman. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, let's start this dance again.
Are you feeling better?
Let's check on him first.
Yes, thank you.
What ails you, Father Roach?
I just ate a rotten berry, that's all.
Mm.
I like to pick blackberries for my supper, you see. They are quite
Bullshit.
delicious, as long as you mind the bramble.
Bullshit.
My apologies again. I wish we had met in different circumstances.
Bullshit.
Are you from Bewley originally?
I was born in our very own St. Edmunds. It's quite the story.
Do tell.
My mother was sheltering there as a frightful tempest raged. And lo, did her waters break right there and then in that pew.
One could say that you were born into your role, Father.
Uh-huh.
Indeed. When my mother told me the story as a young boy, I knew that this was my calling.
St.
Okay,
Edmund's
the
is a
church
fine
now.
building.
Thank you for saying so. It's hard work keeping her in good shape, but our congregation is always willing to lend a hand in the Lord's name.
What is it like being the vicar here?
Every day is a blessing, my child. I have a great love for our parish, and the Lord looks after us.
What about your congregation?
Numbers have fallen over the
Oh,
years,
okay.
I must say. But those that remain are faithful and full of his spirit.
What can
Do
you
the
tell me
town
about
first before we
Bewley?
do the big
It's a
topics.
quiet town. The railway line, which I presume you arrived by, is the only news of note we've had here for years.
I've heard the new station has received a mixed reaction.
I've heard many a debate, it's true. But my role is not to adjudicate on that matter. I'm very busy in my own work, you see.
Right, Leonard Shoulder.
I'm looking for Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, yes? Are you a relative?
No, it's a long story, but he invited me to Bewley.
And he didn't tell you his address?
He was to meet me last night at the Plough and Furrow, but he never came.
I
Hey,
see.
right on, how's
Well,
it going?
Let me welcome you to Bewley on his
I'm
behalf.
not bad, welcome.
Thank
welcome
you,
to the
Father.
stream. To catch you up, it's I'm sure you'll catch up on it afterwards. But yeah, very creepy. Everyone doesn't like me because I'm an out-of-towner. We are here to help dig up a barrow, which is a burial ground. Mr. Shoulder invited us here. We can't find him. He didn't meet us at the pub when we got here. We did speak to a guy who then mysteriously sneaked off, claiming he was drunk, but it's still a bit shady. We just saved this vicar. He was vomiting and he wanted us to cut his arm. Hey, Mark. So yeah, to catch you up would probably confuse you more. So yeah, I'd say welcome and maybe watch the beginning bit after.
Do you know where Mr. Shoulder lives?
We're looking for this Mr. Shoulder.
Let me think.
Who
It's been
invited us
many
to this
moons
quiet
since
town.
I've paid him a visit.
But we can't find him. No one seems
Perhaps
to know
you
who
could
he
allow
is
me to take a
or
look at
where
the
he is.
parish register.
No need. I remember it now. A fair hike across the moors.
How are you both?
Could you please give me directions?
I'll take you there myself. It's the least I can do after you aided me so.
Capital. Thank you.
Just let me know when you're ready to pay him a visit. I'll be resting here for the time being.
Okay, so I need to speak to him when I want to go to Mr. Shoulder's house. So let's do
What
the
do
other
you know
things
of
first.
Hobbs Barrow?
I can't say I've heard of it.
It's supposedly a famous
No one's heard of
local
this Hobbs
landmark.
Barrow. It's a famous,
afraid I know nothing about it.
superstitious landmark. Mr. Shoulder wrote us and said, Hobbs Barrow, it's like local folklore legend. It's this like mysterious barrow, and I want you to come and dig and help me excavate it because that's what we do. We're going to write a book about digging barrows. So we get here, and no one knows what Hobbs Barrow is, although the barman did the next day say, I did lie to you. I do know what it is. People in town, meanwhile, they just don't like out-of-towners. So it was very much one of those where they don't like out-of-towners. And yeah, some people know Mr. Shoulder is an old guy, but no one knows where he lives. But he picks up his mail at the pub. That's how we were able to converse with him. I want to see what's the other side of him before we go
Thank
to
you
Mr.
for your-
Shoulder's house. Let's do that first. Ooh, family pie. Was it party food, aka pork pies and Scotch eggs and such? I hope it was, because that's the good stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing it at an awkward time because I don't know if you follow football, but Wrexham are currently 3-1 up, and I have had to have the game on while I stream because if they win, which they will, they're getting
I have
promoted to
no
Football
desire
League,
to
so
go rooting about in there.
probably not the best time for me to do a stream, but I had to take my opportunity while Kate's friends are over, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to do a stream.
I shall see you later
Oh,
this evening.
there's loads of
gents.
people. Oh, Christians. Oh, you
Well,
must still
I
be hungry,
say.
surely.
Greetings, my
Hello.
dear.
Hello, sir.
A pause on your beauty, for I shall see you again soon.
Wait.
Weird. Very weird.
Some nerve.
Lady, you're blushing.
I most certainly am not.
Yeah, phenomenon is the right word for it. I look forward to season 2 of Welcome to Wrexham because it's going to at least have a happy ending this time. It's just been insane. Absolutely insane. Right, so we got
The
man.
men look like they've spent many a long day exposed to the harsh moorland weather.
Oh, and another thing about this game as well, the voice acting is brilliant. It's all very much... I don't know, like Yorkshire accents, but it does strike me as the game. It's going to be the narrative as the strongest point of the game and the voice acting. So I do appreciate the voice
Sorry,
acting.
lass. No way through here today.
So pirate best. Whose family was it though? So who has to be polite and be like, yeah, food was great, and who's the one who is related to the family and be like, fam, this was shit. Like, step it up next time, otherwise we're not coming. Says who?
Says who?
Lord
that was a bit sassy.
Panswick. Now
Oh.
get back before you find yourself under a falling tree.
Lord Panswick. That's a new name, isn't it?
Who is Lord Panswick?
Our governor.
He's the governor of the whole town.
All right, Owen, back to work now.
He lives in Bewley.
Yeah, settle
Aye,
down,
not
Owen.
far away. But his lordship doesn't like questions or visitors. Now please leave us to our work.
I have a lot of questions though now that I have to
My
go
name
through.
is Thomasina Bateman.
Oh, aye? You're not from round here, Thomasina Bateman.
No, just
Correct.
visiting.
The arrogant
Tell
man.
me, who was that arrogant man here just now?
Just someone passing by.
It sounded like you knew him better than that.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's none
I
of your
sense the
business.
enthusiasm there, Mark. I know exactly what you mean. I mean, I don't really want to ask them. They're not going to
Did
tell
you
me
know a
anything.
man named...
No, can you
No,
let
you
me
don't.
get back?
Yeah, and then Hobbs
Have you-
Barrow.
Can't say.
No.
What
Yourself?
is your...
Horace.
Are you in charge here?
I am indeed.
Work?
What are you doing here?
What does
Just
it look
chopping
like
logs.
I'm doing? We're chopping down trees.
I can get past
There
that.
is
Can
no
you
need
not
to
see
be
that I can just step
sarcastic.
over it?
We're employed by Lord Panswick. He's ordered us to gather logs from his woods. That's what we're doing.
Do I want to ask
These
these
are
things?
his woods.
Aye, his lordship owns most of the land round Bewley.
Why are
Logs?
you gathering...
By heck, if you must know, his lordship is repairing an old ruin on his land. We need the timber for the restoration work.
How intriguing.
Oh my god, so many questions, woman. You annoy me.
What type of ruin is Lord Panswick restoring?
An old chapel.
I should rather like to see it.
Not possible. His lordship does not welcome visitors to
I
his
want an
estate.
escort to everything
Thanks for your time.
possible.
We'll be done by tomorrow morning. Come
Okay.
back then if you want to explore the woods.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So, why is there a hole?
No doubt home to... I've
Can I go there? Okay. So, do I want to go explore Bewley? I haven't done that yet. Oh no. I should take a look around the area and see what I can find out about Mr. Shoulder and Hobbs Barrow. Okay, so no, yeah, I thought it was red because it's done, but I can just click them. Father Roach is willing to take me to Mr. Shoulder's residence. I should inform him when I'm ready to go. I think I'm ready to go. Just FYI,
I don't
there's
wish
his
to
mom.
look too closely.
He did a weird... He was a bit weird when I first met him. I think we'll go. Let's go.
I'm ready to go to Mr. Shoulder's house.
Shit, I didn't ask about Lord
Excellent. I
Panswick.
feel the fresh air will do me well.
Just saw the
Follow
fucking
me.
option. Balls. Isn't it? I fucking love point-and-click games. That first point-and-click game that I played... I don't know if you watched it, the estate agent one. It was like a simulator. That was awesome. And then Invitation EM. The one that was like a cult.
Good morning,
So
Father.
fun. And I don't
Good
see enough
morning,
point-and-click
Mrs.
games
Delancey.
to play them,
Mrs.
but I fucking love them. I
Delancey,
didn't know
this
this one
is
was, to be
Thomasina
honest.
Bateman, a visitor to our parish.
So yes,
We've
I'm
already
glad
had
you are,
the
'cause I'm
pleasure
happy
of
to see it as well.
meeting, Father.
Excellent. Miss Bateman, don't hesitate to try one of Mrs. Delancey's wonderful
I'm
cakes.
broke.
Yes, I've heard about her famous
Fucking
Bakewell
wasting
puddings.
that on a pint.
I'll be here all day,
Some guy who
young
didn't give me any
lady.
information.
But remember, once they're gone, they're gone.
I'm going to miss out on
Those
buying a
little
cake.
whelps have already gobbled up all the gingerbread.
You are doing God's work, Mrs. Delancey.
He smiles upon us, Father.
Miss Bateman, if
Why
you'd like
didn't
to
I
follow
see
me.
that? That's fantastic. Papa Roach. Oh, that's good. I can't look at him the same way now.
Let's talk of graves.
Oh.
Of worms.
Oh.
And epitaphs. Make
Must
dust
we?
our paper, and with rainy eyes write sorrow on the bosom of the earth. Let's choose executors and talk of wills.
Shakespeare?
Quite.
Oh, okay.
Which play?
I don't fucking know. Ooh. Anyone a Shakespeare expert from what he just said? Hamlet, Richard II, or Macbeth? I haven't got a fucking clue. It's not my sort of thing. Hamlet? That's as good a guess as any I have. Unless Right On disagrees. Unless Right On is a Shakespeare expert. Otherwise I will go Hamlet. Oh, okay.
Hamlet?
Magnificent guess, Miss Bateman. But I'm afraid that passage is from Richard II. Studying
He's not
the
much
work
of a fan,
the
is he?
bard is one of my favourite pastimes. Follow me.
Ah, well. Hopefully it doesn't lead to the failure of this game, Mark. Otherwise that would be quite annoying.
Behold, the vast expanse of God's creation. The moors extend as far as the mortal eye can see.
It's okay, Mark. Sorry.
Beautiful,
I
is
didn't
it
have a
not?
clue. Indeed, the moors are beautiful. I find them rather desolate, but that's probably fair. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Beauty
I like
is in
that.
the eye of the beholder.
The beauty of God's creation is that it takes so many forms. How can one take in such a view and not have faith? Some look at these moors and think this a godless land. But I tell you, he is found in all domains. The Lord's work is all about us. Tell me, Miss Bateman, do
Yes,
you
Papa
believe
Roach.
in God?
Oh, Papa Roach. They've definitely done that on purpose, haven't they? Father Roach. Tell the truth. Father Roach seems prepared to hear it. Oh, what did he ask me? Do I believe in God? Oh, I'm not going to lie to him and say I do if I don't. Because I'm assuming by telling the truth, he seems prepared to hear it. That means I don't, and then lie is me telling him I do. I mean, I don't.
I was brought up Anglican. The church was an important part of my early life, Father Roach. But what happened to my father eventually made me question things.
If you don't mind me asking, my child, what happened to your father?
It's personal.
Had an accident when I was very young.
Oh. I have a conflict of emotions right now. Wrexham are in the 91st minute. They've got 4 minutes left, and they're 3-1 up. And I want to watch the end of the game, so I think they're going to invade the pitch. But I also have this, where we're looking at my father's death. It's a bit of a conflict here. I'm trying my best to pay attention.
Remember what I told you, all right? Be a good girl. People are unwell here. They don't want to hear you running about making noise.
Okay,
Understood?
so we're at a hospital?
Yes, Mother.
Good.
For terminally ill people?
Don't annoy the nurses.
I promise I won't.
Good. Now, let's see your father.
I mean, football is life. Thank you, Mark. I'm glad you agree. I don't claim to be like a die-hard Wrexham fan, but it's a great time to live in Wrexham with what's going on. But I have always liked football. So at the beginning of the game, you'll have to watch it. It'll make more sense to you to watch like the first hour when you can, because at the beginning of the game, us as an adult came to this building and talked to a guy outside the front, but I can't really remember what happened because I wasn't really concentrating. So we do come back here eventually, and then it's like, let me take you back sort of thing. So what's going on here?
Mummy is crying.
Mummy is crying. Mum?
Mummy? Mummy?
Okay. Father?
Daddy is sleeping.
Oh, this is sad.
Daddy, wake up!
Good evening, Mr. Bateman. Hello, little one. You must be Thomasina.
What are you so fucking happy about? My dad is dying.
My name is Nurse Blaketon. I just need to talk to your mummy for a little bit. I'm sorry to disturb you, Mrs. Bateman. Mrs. Bateman?
Will he ever talk again, Nurse Blaketon?
The doctor is uncertain, Mrs. Bateman. There is the possibility that Mr. Bateman won't regain any movement at all.
Shit.
But we will do our utmost to look after Mr. Bateman here at Ticehurst, ma'am. He will have a nurse by his side at all times, I can assure you.
That was it at the beginning of the game. And we told someone in the town our dad is in a hospital unwell. So
what sort of God
he's still
would
there
allow
now.
this fate to befall such a kind and honest man?
I'm sorry to hear this. God moves in mysterious ways, but he loves us all. Come along now.
Ryan Reynolds looks like he's about to have a heart attack. It is, right? Such an underrated thing, and it just makes a game very good. So I'm very happy with the voice acting.
She scampered off in a hurry.
Helps that it's a
Who was
nice
that?
British game.
Some primitive folk make their home out on the moors. I suggest you keep your wits about you.
Primitive folk have made their home on the
and don't
moors.
stray too far from Bewley.
I see. How much farther to Mr. Shoulder's house?
Still quite a walk, I'm afraid. But we'll get to him soon enough. Now then, take a look at this. Legend has it that this cairn has stood here for over 1,000 years.
How remarkable.
The Devil's Toe.
I beg your pardon?
You fucking
That's what it's called. The Devil's Toe.
Oh, I see.
Come now, onward.
We walked and walked across that vast,
Oh, you from
featureless
Yorkshire?
landscape.
Oh, there we go. It's like being home. He walked and walked across that vast, featureless landscape. Okay. Oh, it's a great accent. You'll have to watch in the first hour. In the first hour of the video, there was a voice actor, and I swear to God, it's a character or an actor from Benidorm. And I looked up his name, so you're gonna have to check it when I say his name. See if you agree, because it was bang on as him. Oh, there we go. They got promoted. They've won. Are they invading the pitch? They are invading the pitch. They are invading the pitch.
All the while, Father
Oh,
Roach
Jesus
was whistling
Christ, are they
away
invading the
merrily.
pitch? Wow. Sorry. All the while Father Roach was whistling. Yes, so he does like to
Just
whistle.
as I had begun to wonder if we were hopelessly lost, a building emerged from the mist.
Okay. Okay, so he's not lying.
Mr. Shoulder's cottage.
We're finally here. Is he going to be in here? That's the question. Oh my god, they are
Here
all
we are,
on
Miss
the pitch.
Bateman. Unless my memory fails me completely, this is Mr. Leonard Shoulder's house.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
Now, no need to thank me after your providential assistance today. However, I have something to ask you.
Yes?
Yeah, hopefully.
Please don't tell Mrs. de Plancy about my little scene in the woods. She will only fret. The poor dear woman has enough on her mind as it is.
I shan't mention it.
Thank you. You'd better see if Mr. Shoulder is in.
I just wasn't sure if my my stream would like allow it, because I'm streaming. Kate has got 2 friends staying over tonight. They're obviously going to be watching Netflix. So like I'm sharing the internet and then I'm streaming the Wrexham game. So I was a bit worried that the stream wasn't really going to go, or something was going to get affected. But I didn't want just text updates. I had to see the actual footage of the game. So yeah, it's full time. Ryan and Rob still can't believe it. The crowd is still going crazy, but hopefully behaving. Town will be fucking bouncing tonight. Glad I'm not working. Yeah, that is very good. So basically, in a nutshell, his scene in the woods that he doesn't want the old lady selling cakes outside the church to know about. We saw him. He kind of like stumbled over to us. He looks like he was dancing / having a fit, and then he vommed, and then he was sitting down on the ground, and then he was like, "You need to cut my arm to make me feel better because of my nausea." And we were like, "You fucking what, mate?" So then behind him, next to the pile of vom, was his pair of spectacles, and they were broken. So then I had to like go into my inventory, grab a handkerchief to pick up the glass to give to him. Oh no, I had to cut him. He couldn't cut himself. I had to cut him. And then he felt better. So I'm not sure what sort of treatment that is, but that's what he doesn't want the old lady to tell him about. So we're a bit sus of him because of that. But yeah.
A carved stone has been affixed to the door.
Recaps won't do it justice, so
I think
enjoy
it
it.
depicts a crescent moon. Father, what do you make of this?
A peculiar adornment. I've not seen any like this in Bewley, though it does remind me of a passage by the bard himself. It is the very error of the moon. She comes nearer earth than she was wont, and makes men mad.
I don't know why I thought I'd have to... Right, Mark, redemption time. It's time to redeem yourself. Romeo and Juliet, The Merchant of Venice, or Othello, and he's talking about the moon. Something about the moon. I knew you'd have a chance to redeem yourself, Mark. This is it. 2 machines at the same time. Oh, right, well, before I choose. Right on. I'm gutted, though. It's decent now. When I was in my old house, before me and Kate moved in here, I had such good internet speed, honestly. It was like triple what I have now with Virgin. Come here, Virgin's not here, because I'm in a rural town. It's BT, and it's not actually that good. If I uploaded 4K videos to YouTube, it kills the internet. We can't do anything. So, but no, I'm glad it's been enough to stream this and play, and then let them watch whatever they're watching. Okay, Othello.
Othello?
Precisely, Miss Bateman.
Well done, Mark.
1 out of 2, Miss Bateman.
1 out of 2, Mr. Savage, is what he meant to say. Well done. Okay. So yeah, so basically in a nutshell as well, the game, I can hold spacebar and it shows me everything I can interact with. It's point and click. You have an inventory system, which is actually quite handy. It works out quite well. So I didn't know how to pick up the glass because she was like, ow, it's too sharp. So then I had to like choose the handkerchief, pick it up. What else did I have to do? There was something else as well that was quite cool to interact with. I bought a guy a drink in the bar because he was going to tell me about this guy, Mr. Shoulder. And he was like, oh yeah, if you buy me a pint, I will. So I bought him a pint, and then he fell asleep. But then I had a jug of water that I'd grabbed from my room in my inventory, so I poured it over him. So that's quite fun. Yeah, why isn't Virgin places? It's so fucking third world at the moment, because Virgin is so much better than BT. Like I said, I've had to reduce by like a third what I had. But yeah, that is the mechanics of the game. So, oh, and you can either click things left to go and interact with them, or right-click and she'll like say something about them.
A sweet
which I
little
quite
head,
like to do before I click
plump
them.
and well groomed.
Well done, Mark. Well done. You got some
A pair of
trousers.
thick woolen trousers.
Okay. I was hoping for a bit more info than
A
just
woolen
naming
under-
them. A glove.
That glove looks familiar. I wonder if it matches the glove I found behind the plough and furrow.
So the guy that we bought a pint for, we were like, "Where's Mr. Shoulder?" He's like, "I'll buy you a pint." You buy him a pint, and he's like, "Oh, I fall asleep." And then you chuck the jug of water on him, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, yeah, so about the Mr. Shoulder. Oh, I need a pee." He goes into the toilet, doesn't come out. You go into the toilet, he's not there. But there's a door on the other side that leads out into an alleyway. You can't get out. So you're like, right, I'll check it from the outside. You go around the outside, it's wedged shut with a plank of wood, and there's a white glove outside. So we're like, well, he's run off, barred the door, and potentially left a glove. Like, that's what it looks like. So then when we spoke to him the next day, first he didn't even know who we were, and then he was like, oh, when I'm drunk I can't remember, I don't know Mr. Shoulder. So basically we wasted money because we had coins to buy him a pint, which I now can't spend on the cakes. As you can see, it all ties together and I'm fucking fuming about it. Oh, it is what it is, and my streams are so irregular. Don't worry. You can catch up on it after, and then I'll make sure when I do the next stream that you can see it. One white glove. Well, now we have the two white gloves.
glove
Oh, I can't take it.
I wonder if it matches
Yeah,
the glove I found
my
behind the plough
narrating's
and furrow.
not as good, though. I don't have the Yorkshire accent. So yeah, it's not nearly as good. But thank you. That's my skills of a DM coming out there, being nice and comprehensive.
That glove.
I'm sure I'm missing something.
I wonder
I'm
if it
missing
matches
stuff.
the glove I found.
Oh, it
behind
does. It does, you silly woman. There. Can I not do anything with it? So that's the glove I've got. So sometimes you can either interact with it. There we go.
Gloves are a pair.
So he...
Does this mean Mr. Shoulder was in the alley last night?
Potentially.
Why didn't he come inside to see me?
Potentially, yeah. So when he wrote the letter, he said, come to the pub. I'll meet you that evening for dinner. So that's where we went, and then we never saw him, so that's where we're staying at the moment. Well, I guess I've procrastinated long enough. I should knock the door. I am a DM.
Mr. Shoulder?
I am.
Is
Not only am I
Thomasina Bateman
DM.
here?
Let me see. Tell me if you can see
I'm
this.
here in Bewley as discussed.
Hang on. If you can see the engraving, you might not be able to see it. It's
Try
probably
again.
too small.
His hearing probably isn't the best at his age.
I'm probably not doing it justice. I'll do it on the outro. It's basically... Oh, it's a best man present. I was best man at a wedding a couple of weeks ago, or last week. And it says Dungeon Master, my name, best man, and the date. And it's like a, yeah, like a D&D tankard. It's fantastic. It's a great present.
Mr. Shoulder, are you home?
So yes, I'm a DM for 2 different games. Well, no, I was for 2 different games, actually. It's just one at the moment. He's not here. We've come all this way for nothing.
It appears Mr. Shoulder is not at home.
For fuck's sake.
Curses.
Curses, that's exactly what I would
Perhaps
say.
you could try the handle.
Excuse me?
It's locked.
Why would we want to walk into his house anyway? Okay. Okay. Suspicious. Right, I can't go any further this way. No, thankfully, I don't write... I don't write the campaign, so I do pre-written adventures. So, like, for 2 of them, I'm doing Curse of Strahd, which is a pre-written adventure. So I'm not creative enough to do them myself. I run them, though. So I wanted to ask him about... There's so much to talk to him about. I just want to ask him about Lord Panswick.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
Oh, yes.
Window. Oh,
A
good
rather
shout.
important
Window.
fellow
Thank you,
around
Mark. I
here.
will try that.
His vast land holdings give many a
But yeah, I've not met
steady
this lord.
employment.
I hear he is renovating an old chapel on his land.
Aye, I've heard such reports. He believes this to be a godless land.
No, he's not a religious man.
Something I wholeheartedly disagree with.
Interesting.
To which god his chapel will be dedicated to remains a matter of concern.
Why do you say that?
Oh, my apologies. Don't listen to
That's
my
a bit of a weird thing to say.
conjecture. Let us move on.
I don't want to ask him about all these things. Oh, the girl that you said some people just live out
Do
in
you
the
know
malls.
that young girl we saw?
Oh, but I've seen her sneaking around the churchyard. The poor thing is feral. She takes off at the slightest stirring. We will bring the Lord to her. good time.
Perhaps she has her own beliefs. You said there were others like her.
Primitive folk, yes. Avoid the moors in hours of darkness and don't wander too far. I wouldn't entrust a young woman in their company.
Something else as well that I missed in the narration when we couldn't get out of the bathroom in the pub and we had to go around the front and go around the back to the alleyway, there was an old man who like sneaked off, like off screen. So we were like, who the fuck's that? Going in a different direction. So I followed him, loaded the next screen. He was right at the end of the other side and then disappeared again. So I was like, right, I'm gonna have to fucking chase you. Go there again, and then he's gone. It's going that way, yeah, because it's described as like a folklore-y narrative adventure. So yeah. Very cool that you get to roll a die. Yes, the D&D episodes are very good on Community. So yeah, Community is quality. I just love anything D&D, me. It's up there. Football, UFC, and D&D are like my main hobbies at the moment. But yeah, particularly D&D. I'm reading a D&D like novel at the moment. Yeah, I've DM'd for a couple of years now.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Yeah, those episodes are brilliant. Can I go in the window like you said, Mark?
No sign of life?
None. The window is nice and clean. The dwelling is by no means abandoned.
Yeah, so he's just not home. We can't just break in.
Perhaps he's gone for a stroll.
Possibly.
I'd suggest you call back later, my child. I myself must make my way back home. I have some matters to attend to at the church. Shall I accompany you back to Bewley?
No, you go ahead. Thank you. I'd like to look around further. Let's go and ready to leave. I'll look around further
You
first.
go ahead, Father. Thank you.
As you wish. Farewell.
Oh, it was brilliant. The D&D film was
Mr.
brilliant.
Shoulder finds his way
I
to
wasn't
you.
biased because I went in with quite high
Roach.
expectations.
My pleasure. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Enough of the quotes. I don't know what play it's from. Mark? Before I tell you about the film? That sounds romantic, right? Is that more Romeo and Juliet? What do I just say? Enough fucking Shakespeare. It's got to be Romeo and Juliet now. I don't even know what the fuck Much Ado About Nothing is. Is that Shakespeare? It's got to be Romeo and Juliet, right? Yeah, come on.
Romeo and Juliet.
2 out of 3?
Correct.
There we go.
But I shall say good night till it be morrow. Lord be with you.
Stop. Please stop. Yeah, the D&D film was great.
Well,
Kate,
Mr. Shoulder.
Kate doesn't play D&D,
brought
but
me
she
to
doesn't mind like
Bewley,
hearing
and
about
now
D&D,
you're
but she
nowhere
really
to be
enjoyed it as well.
found.
So you don't need to be a massive D&D fan. You can just like comedy, fantasy, film. It was brilliant. I'd watch it again. It's yeah, it's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. I don't
The
actually think
window
I
is
can do
much too
anything
high
here.
up.
I don't think I can do anything here because I can't go around the back of the house. So I think I did that just in case. What about now he's gone? Will he answer the door to me?
I've come a long way to meet you, Mr. Shoulder. Please open the door. A carved stone has been, I think...
Oh?
It's bolted onto the door itself.
Oh.
I can't remove it.
I didn't want to nick it. I just wanted to knock the door again.
Mr. Shoulder continues to prove himself elusive.
Oh, no. And to be fair, I'm glad that, I mean, the trailer didn't, like, give loads away either. Although I think I only watched one trailer and then didn't watch any of the other ones, because if I see too many trailers of a film, I just feel like I've seen it. So I think I only watched one, and then I was like, right, I don't want to see anything else, because I'm going to go see it. I'm going to make sure if I can see it, and I'm lucky I saw it before it went out of the cinema. No, it was really good. I like the Easter eggs that I would see, that some might not see. Like, if you don't like D&D, you might not recognize them, but...
Mr. Shoulder...
Okay, he's not here. But no, it was really good. It was really good. I would say, I don't know where it's
As
going
I
to stream.
trudged back to Bewley
I'd watch
across
it.
those cold moors, I made a new resolution.
What is this resolution? Oh, sorry, I have to click.
I would find Hobbs Barrow myself, with or without Mr. Shoulder.
Oh, we're giving up on Mr. Shoulder. Interesting.
The train! That must be Kenneth.
Kenneth is our assistant who
I
is
should go and
arriving
meet him at the station.
today with more provisions and money. I can fast travel, but why should I when I'm in no rush in this lovely
Margaret's
English
lookout.
town?
I wonder who Margaret is, or was.
True. This is nice. Look at that view. Look at those mixture of rectangles and... Okay, right, that's just to sit. Exit. Headstone. Fucking loads of headstones. Fresh grave.
This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave.
Don't look at every
Here
headstone.
lies Elizabeth Farnaby.
We used to play D&D but never got around to it. Used to play Magic the Gathering but kept falling out about the rules. That's something I've never... I'm surprised I haven't really, because I like D&D and I think they have crossed over a little bit, haven't they? I've never actually looked into Magic the Gathering. But from someone who, as a kid, and I'm talking about a kid, collected, like, and played Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. I'm not saying that they are the same, by the way. Just, like, the act of, like, collecting cards and playing. I'm surprised, because even though I know I won't play physically with anyone, I feel like the inner nerd in me would probably like collecting them. But yeah, I've never given it a go. Where is this taking me? Ooh. Where the fuck is
The
this?
moors stretch into the distance. I don't
Oh,
wish
okay.
to wander aimlessly.
So basically, you'll get to that, come back and stay on story. Well, let me just go on foot a little bit more before I fast travel to the train. But that's a shame you haven't got around to playing D&D. It's very fun. It is really good. But it's very difficult to do consistently, to get a group together. The wedding that I went to the other week, those two are the ones that I've been able to play most consistently with. So they're the ones I've DM'd for a few years. Pretty much every week, maybe? Once a week? Disagreements that we no longer discuss. Oh, dear. Is this where one party is saying the rules can be interpreted, and then the other one is like, the rules are the rules? And then that is it. So I need to get some money, right? So let's just go straight to the train station. Oh, look at all these places I've unlocked. Let's go to the train station. Where is our assistant?
Where is Kenneth?
See, D&D you don't have to be as strict on the rules because it's like very flexible. You have the rules, and then you have like house rules that I can come up with, or
He was
we can
supposed
agree
to
locally.
wait for me at the station.
So yeah, it's kind of like as long as you're having fun, you can kind of bend the rules sometimes. Depends what mood the DM is in as well. Right, so Kenneth is not here. Have you seen Kenneth? This is the guy. This is the guy that we bought a drink for. And then he fucked off to the toilet and didn't come back. And, great narration, when we first got to the town, he was outside the pub, pissed, came up to us, wanted to give us a kiss. We told him to fuck off to his wife. He went back home for dinner. We went into the pub, and then he later comes in apologising, saying, you know, I'll sit down. Oh yeah, I know, Mr. Shoulder, if you just buy me a drink. I shouldn't have bought him a drink, 'cause he's a pisshead. And I was correct not to buy him. I shouldn't have bought him a drink, because when I did, he just passed out, and then you know the rest. Have you seen Kenneth?
I'm looking for my assistant, Kenneth.
Oh, aye?
His train has arrived.
Not a single soul disembarked the last train.
Damn, I can sense the pain that's
Impossible.
still there, lingering from Magic the Gathering. I don't think you'd have that problem with D&D. Yeah, that is like at least 50% of the fun with D&D as well, is making your characters, what class, what race, your abilities. Oh, so fun. So many different combinations you can do. Yeah, I've not played Vampire Masquerade. But, pardon me, I've only really got my head around D&D. I don't know whether I could do any more.
Was that not the midday train from London by way of Derby?
Aye, it were. Mr. Price were here, unloaded a few crates.
But no Kenneth.
Kenneth didn't
Not a
fucking
soul.
turn up.
Hold on. One of them crates had your name on it, Miss Bateman. A great big one it were, with...
A red ribbon.
Aye.
What is
gonna be in
Kenneth
the pub,
playing at, sending my equipment but not himself? Curses.
Curses?
Where is my crate now?
Mr. Price took away all the crates on his cart.
Who?
Mr. Price, he's the postmaster.
Okay, there's no answer at the post.
Where can I find Mr. Price?
Post office.
He lives above the storeroom, just north of the plough and
Yeah,
furrow.
I know where that is.
You'll see it. There's a Royal Mail.
Thank you.
I know where that is.
Farewell.
Ta-ra.
Ta-da. This is a stray cat. Basically, the stray cat was in the toilet when we looked for the guy, and then it ran off. But then when we went to bed, our door opened. When we were sleeping, the cat comes in, the camera zooms in on the cat's face, makes it look really creepy, but then you wake up, and the door's bolted from the inside still, so the cat didn't come in, so it was a nightmare. I thought that, Mark, as well. That is exactly what I would say. Oh, Cyril. Hello, Cyril. Who's Cyril?
Cyril is no doubt keeping watch on any potential new arrivals from the railway
Cyril.
station.
He was in the pub. They were all just really rude, and Cyril was just like, don't care who you are, don't like outsiders, the train station is an abomination, now all sorts of new people are going to come, because the train station is only a couple of months old. So he doesn't like us.
Good day to you, Cyril.
I'll do, lass.
It is, right, it's been on my list for a while, and I've not played it, because I've been like... Well, I don't know, I just don't know how to fit certain games in to my schedule, really, and... Yeah, do I record or stream it? I'm like, well, I know I'll like it. Will anyone else like it? But then I know I do tend to just play games that I want to play anyway, so I know that's not the point. But yeah, I'm glad I've got round to it, because I wanted just a chill
What are you up to,
narrative
Cyril?
game.
Keeping an eye on that bleeding railway station. That's what. Thankfully, no one got off the last train.
Really hate that station, don't you?
Really hates the station.
Oh, I curse Midland Railway for bringing their damn line through Bewley. This is our town, our land. 'Tis no place for outsiders.
So you keep saying.
Anyway, no more trains today.
Hey Vox, welcome.
Almost time to
Don't worry.
celebrate with an ale.
You've got 10 minutes left of the
I could do
stream,
with one
but
myself.
You paying?
it's a great game. I recommend
no.
catching up post-stream when it goes up for the next one, because next time I stream, I'll carry on with this game. It's a lot of fun. It's really, really cool.
I found Mr. Shoulder's house today, but he wasn't home.
You might actually recognise some of these voices right on. They may actually be personal
I'm looking
people
for
to you.
Hobbs Barrow. Do you know where it is?
Mind your own business, lass.
Just
You
lovely.
really are quite helpful,
Just
aren't
lovely.
Bah.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, lass.
So that's Cyril. We love speaking to Cyril. He loves speaking to us. Got Blacksmith, Mr. Crozier. We spoke to him a little bit. He was actually chatty. He actually conversed with us. Right, post office is down here. We've got this cool little kid playing with a sword. That's his sister. He's on about some... What does he call it? Something worm is going to come back to the town and I have to protect everyone. And then she's like, that's just a rumour, blah, blah, blah. But at this point with this game, I'm like, is there actually a worm? You just fucking never know. Postman.
That must be the postmaster's storeroom.
And this
He
must be
looks
the
a little
postman now.
chirpier than your average
So you got the post office here, actually, so maybe we'll talk to him
Hello.
first. See, there was
Good
no
day.
answer there.
I haven't seen you in Bewley before.
I'm just visiting.
Lovely. It's nice to see a new face. We don't get many visitors. My name's Henry. Henry Long.
I feel like give
Nice to meet
Cyril
you,
the
Henry.
chance, he would
Thomasina
start being
Bateman.
racist.
Wonderful.
Like, if my
What a
character was
treat.
Welsh, fuck me. I'd be done for. I'd be done for.
You seem in a good mood, Mr. Long.
It's just lovely to see a new face. Where
Oh,
are
you are
from,
the
Miss
first
Bateman?
person to be pleasantly surprised. Tell him he seems harmless. Lie, it's hard to trust anyone here. I don't think she would lie.
Originally a small town on the outskirts of Derby, Mr. Long. Though I currently reside in London.
London? I've never met anyone from London. How very exciting. Have you lived there a long time?
It's been quite a few years now, yes.
I've heard that the air there is so heavy with smoke, it makes it hard to breathe. Is that true?
Some days.
Oh, you must miss the fresh northern air. Well, you've got that in Bewley. No factories out here. Such things are a blight on his creation. I were born in this very home.
There was
I
actually
stand
sheep in the
front of.
intro of the game.
Bewley is in my blood.
There was, yeah, so that's
Why
funny
would I
that you
ever want to
mentioned that.
leave? Especially
And I
now
did
can
say
meet
it was
new
my nation's
folk
people,
thanks to the
so-
railway line.
That's funny, that's funny. Right, let's go through these topics.
I'm looking for Mr. Price, the postmaster.
Oh, Mr. Price, my lovely neighbour.
And he lives above
I'm afraid
the
you've
post
just
office.
missed him.
Are you joking?
Curses.
I saw him
Curses.
wheeling a large crate into his storeroom just there.
It must be mine. I really need it.
Have a look through the window to see if it's yours.
Where
Where
did
did
he go?
Mr. Price go?
I don't know. The man were in a hurry. I know he has family in Bakewell.
That's miles away. Did he leave by foot?
No, by horse. He must be a few miles down the road by now.
Oh,
Curses.
Curses.
When will Mr. Price be back?
He didn't say. Could be tonight, could be a few days.
How infuriating.
I told him I'd keep watch of his storeroom, and I'm a man of my word, Miss Bateman. I shall not budge from this spot.
Oh, wow, he's not going anywhere.
Do
Okay.
you know a
Do you
man
know Leonard
named
Shoulder?
Leonard Shoulder?
No one's met him yet.
Aye, funny old
I
fellow.
haven't anyway.
I hear he lives way out on the moors somewhere.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not for a long while now that you
Pause.
mention it.
Big pause.
Why do you ask?
It's a long
pause.
story, but I was to meet him in Bewley. He invited me here.
Well, I must thank him when I see him for inviting such an enchanting young woman.
You flatter me, Mr. Long.
Yeah, please stop. Hobbs Barrow. This is the so-called famous local barrow that is part of, myth and legend,
I'm
and
looking
barely
for
anyone
Hobbs
says they know
Barrow.
what it is.
One of those old burial hills.
Yes. Do you know where it is?
Believe it or not, I haven't set foot on the moors since I were a child.
Why is that?
I've got all I need right here in Bewley. And we're all truly blessed with the railway station, which brings us lovely new faces.
See, he's so opposite to what everyone else is saying about
Your
the railway
opinion
station.
of the railway station differs widely from your fellow townsfolk,
It's
Mr.
just a
Long.
better way of putting what I
I've
said.
not met anyone particularly keen on it.
That railway line is the start of a new era for Bewley. Mark my words. There's much to protect here, but we need new blood. I hope that some of you visitors
literally.
will actually stay here permanently.
Why is that?
So I have new friends to talk to. Some people here don't want any new friends. Cyril Farnaby, the miserable old sod, is the worst offender.
He's arguably my favourite resident.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Cyril. He really dislikes the railway station.
Absolutely miserable he is.
A
I've
cellar
tried to
full of
convince him many times that the
Welsh
station
visitors,
will help
probably.
Bewley. He just doesn't understand.
I met him last night in the Plough and Furrow.
Aye,
Henry
the
the
scene
Schlong,
of our
good
many
nickname.
debates.
Great nickname.
Blimey, I could go for an ale right now, actually.
Can I buy you a drink?
Ah, I
Really?
did. That's not what
No.
I chose.
Wait, do you think Mr. Kemp will let me open a tab?
Perhaps. You could always
That's
ask
not
him.
what I chose.
I shouldn't leave.
I just chose the
anyway.
name of the pub.
Mr. Price is relying on me to keep watch of
broke.
his storeroom.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Don't be a stranger.
Goodbye, I said. Right, let's have a look at the window. Is it mine? Whatever he's brought. It is, because it's got a red ribbon.
There's my crate. Kenneth always ties a red ribbon to it.
I can't get into it, though.
I can see an envelope tucked behind the ribbon. Perhaps it can help explain Kenneth's absence. I'm going to have to get in there.
Oh. Am I? Well, he's watching me. How the fuck am I meant to...
A warehouse.
The postmaster isn't home.
Oh.
But my crate is in there.
You'll have to wait for Mr. Price to get back.
But I don't fucking want to. What is my to-do list? I don't want to open the tab. Oh, okay, but I might have to. I should convince Stanley to allow me to open the tab, so Stanley is the barman. Find a way into the storeroom. My crate is inside. How can I get in there without attracting too much attention? And locate Hobbs Barrow and explore the town of Bewley. But I think, at this moment in time, I'm going to have to... Save? Did it save? Please enter a name. Oh. Cyril. No, yeah, Cyril 4 Mayor. How's that? Has it saved? It has saved. Okay. Let me come out of here. Back into here. That is where I'm going to leave this stream, I think. Very good game. Very good game. Yeah, don't worry. You come in midway through or towards the end. I definitely recommend catching up whenever you can. It's really fun first hour, certainly. And then yeah, Vox. Probably none of this made sense to you, so fair play for staying. But yeah, I recommend you catch up for the next. I don't know when the next time will be, but yeah, it's a really fun game. I'm very intrigued by the story. It's really not given much away early on, So I think it should make for a decent game. I think it's only a couple of streams long. I think it's like between 6-10 hours long, the game. No, yeah, no, thanks for stopping by. It was great. Yeah, I was just getting into it on my own for the first hour / watching Rex and play. But no, yeah, nice one. Thanks for popping in. And yeah, just same as always, really. I'll have my other videos coming out during the week. I won't leave it this long to stream. I understand it's probably been like, what, a month since I streamed? I can't quite remember how long it's been, but it's been a stupid amount of time since I streamed. But yes, it won't be that. When was the last time I streamed? It was Phasmophobia with Zeusbeard. March the 18th, so it was a month ago. Jesus Christ. Yeah, life is all I can say for that. Not for a want of, not for not wanting to stream. But no, I'll stream again soon, whether it's next weekend or something. So I want to carry on with that game without forgetting what's going on. Yeah, thanks. Great news for the town, or the city, I should say. Mad that Wrexham only became a city like a few months ago. But yeah, good news all around for them. And yeah, I better get back to Kate and her friends who are staying the night. I don't know how pissed they'll be, but we'll have a look. Yeah, Resident Evil video coming out next week. What is coming out next week? Let me see. Resident Evil's definitely coming out next week, and a normal horror game as well. Yeah, so you got Resident Evil and another horror game, and then a couple more shorts probably as well. Starting to deplete on the shorts now, which have helped my channel grow tremendously, which is fantastic. So yeah, so you'll still get more content, and yeah, as ever, very, very grateful for your support and coming and chilling, and yeah, watching the videos and stuff. It's great. Nice to catch up with a couple of you. Next time, I don't know, other than the community posts, which I know people don't get notified about, I don't know how else to like promote my live stream, to you guys and stuff. So I'm just gonna have to keep doing that, how I'm doing it. And everyone's busy on a weekend, fucking Saturday evening. Everyone's doing stuff, but it's usually either Saturday night or it's probably a Sunday evening that I would stream, if I do stream. But yeah, no, I'll be back with episode 2 of this. Can't wait for it. Very fun game. Yeah, the voice acting arguably makes it. Nice, simple gameplay mechanics, but just a eerie, English folktale sort of adventure game. But yeah, nice one. Have a nice rest of your evening, and have a nice rest of the weekend. And I shall, speak to you next week, hopefully. So yeah, have a nice evening.